Hello, Year 10. Because of Year 10 camp next term, we are starting with your Term 2 work. So on this page over here, you'll see the Term 2 overview. So we are going to continue with Unit 0, Topics 3, 4, and 5. And Topic 3 is on quadratic functions, Topic 4 on trigonometry, and 5 on statistics. So in your theory book, have a nice big heading, Term 2, Unit 0, Topics 3, 4, and 5. And then please note your assessment. Your assessment this term will be a semester exam, and it will cover work from both terms. So going back to term 1, it will be on linear equations and functions and quadratic equations again. So that's topics 1 and 2. And then added to that will be topics 3 and 4. So please note that topic 5 on statistics will be studied after the exam, and your exam will be on your exam will be split into 2 papers. So 60 minutes tech free, paper 1, and 60 minutes tech active. So just take a moment to set up your theory book, please. So again, big picture again, we're busy looking at the families of functions, and we are moving on to specifically looking at quadratic functions in more depth. So in your course structure that you have on the inside cover of your theory book, can you please now go and highlight topic 3, quadratic functions. And if you're still in the same book, you should have also highlighted topic 1 and topic 2. Right, we're going to start by talking about what we call the anatomy of a parabola. So just pulling apart a parabola and talking about the different features. So again, a heading in your theory book, the anatomy of a parabola. And pause the video if you need to. So first of all, by now you should know that the graph of a quadratic function is called a parabola. And we're going to go through this word example and talk about the different features. So the word example is determine the following key features of the graph. Give the turning point and whether it is a maximum or minimum, the axis of symmetry, the x-intercepts, and the y-intercept. Right, so the turning point is where the graph turns. So you can clearly see that on this graph, it is at the point 1, -4. So it is called a minimum turning point because that's the lowest point in the graph. If the parabola was upside down like this, then you would have what we call a maximum turning point because that turning point will be the highest value of the graph. So please just write that down. So for this particular question, the turning point is 1, -4, and it's called a minimum turning point. The axis of symmetry is a line that actually cuts the parabola in half. So that's easy to remember it like that. And if you see the dotted line that I've sketched over here, that line cuts the x-axis by 1 through 1 because the turning point is 1, -4. So the axis of symmetry is the line x is equal to 1. So please remember that if we talk about the axis of symmetry, we're actually talking about a line. All right, so it's x is equal to 1. The two x-intercepts can be clearly seen from the graph. So the two x-intercepts are -1 and 0, and 3, 0. And then the y-intercept is 0, -3. So that basically, so 4 things about a parabola. The first one is the y-intercept, the two x-intercepts, the turning point that is new, and then also the axis of symmetry. All right, so that's quite straightforward. Just the key features of a parabola. Make sure you've got everything down in your theory book, and then please go to your exercise book and do this quick questions, exercise 7A, 3A, B, and C.